About
For years, Gervonta "Tank" Davis seemed unstoppable. He had the knockout power, the confidence, and the star power, everything a fighter could want. But now, his career is falling apart, and it all traces back to one decision: leaving Calvin Ford. At first, many thought it was just another business move, since fighters often change trainers. But the effects of that choice are becoming clear. Tank has a new coach, a new team, and new people around him, but what he's missing is accountability, discipline, and strong leadership. Without Calvin Ford, Tank seems to be spiraling, and if he doesn't make a serious change soon, his career could already be in danger.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have two girls, two daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
Let's be real, Calvin Ford wasn't just a trainer to Tank, he was like a second father. He took a reckless kid from Baltimore and turned him into one of boxing's most feared punchers. Calvin built Tank from the ground up, teaching him discipline, keeping him focused, and reminding him of what truly mattered. To Calvin, Tank was still that hungry kid in the gym chasing greatness. But to his new team, Tank is treated like a superstar, and that's where the problem lies. Tank's ego has grown, and without Calvin's guidance, it's starting to take over.
What do you make of Gervonta in all this picture? Like, can we see him get in the mix with you guys? Like, is that gonna happen?
He just needs to let go of his pride and ego. Just play business, bro. If you really want to fight us, that's how we make it happen.
Have you been seeing his tweets? Yeah, do you think he does?
We all want to fight each other. I think so. What happened? We're gonna go over here. But I think overall we're all gonna want to fight each other.
What were your thoughts on him saying that he's going to retire after this year?
I think that's just to keep everybody in the loop. You know, like how we are right now, we're all talking about it. So it's a strategy that I've used. It's a strategy that Fury's using right now. It's a strategy that's always been done, even Mayweather. So I think it's they got it. I think it's good, man. But hey, to everybody, stay tuned. We have a great year. Truthfully, we have a great 2025, a big one. Great fights, and even some of us being in the same car.
Tank's trainers and camp members aren't keeping him in check. They're treating him like a celebrity instead of a fighter. He's even been seen smoking during camp.
It's been to the streets. I know you ain't focused. Tighten up.
That's why I got everybody out of there. That's why I got everybody out of there. Can they see my page again?
Better tighten up.
Tank has a fight coming up against Lamont Roach, yet his team is letting him get away with bad habits. Do you think Calvin Ford would have ever allowed that? Absolutely not. Calvin would have held Tank accountable and kept him disciplined, no matter what.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis got the entire boxing world in a frenzy right now. People don't know what to do. He dropping workout videos. He only weigh 139 pounds, 2 months out from the fight. Motherfuckers like, yo, it's over. Tank Davis is in shape. He gonna kill Lamont Roach. Oh shit, he might get suspended because he's smoking on the weed. Niggas don't know what to do right now, bro. And it's funny to watch. Let me tell you something, man, about the little weed video or whatever. Number one, we don't know what was in the joint. Could be weed, could be tobacco, could be something else. Number two, you don't know when the video was taken, so that could have been months ago. And number three, whatever it was, that shit probably got out of his system in 2.2 seconds because that man didn't hit shit. He puffed on that shit and started breathing out immediately, bro. My real weed smokers. That's why the smoke was so white, bro. When you actually hit that shit and breathe it in and get it in your lungs to actually get high, the smoke don't come out that white, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Now Tank's mindset is changing. He's no longer the same hungry, disciplined fighter he once was. For the first time in his career, Tank is even talking about retirement.
25 is after next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah.
He flat out announced that he's done after 2025, just 1 year left in the sport before he walks away. The timing is shocking because Tank never talked about retirement before. This only started after he split from Calvin Ford. Maybe if he had stayed with Calvin, maybe if he still had someone to keep him in check, we wouldn't be watching his career crumble right in front of us. Are you seeing it too?
What changed? What made you trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when we saw you when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like, talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like, you know, let's say you got a swap today. Okay.
Let's talk about Lamont Roach.
Right here. Front rest there. Use the word play. Come on, back to please. Right here. Back to the camera in the back. Oh, in the back.
This is the guy Tank is fighting next, but let's be honest, nobody's really excited about it. First, because most people don't even know who Lamont Roach is, he doesn't have the star power Tank does. Second, because they've already faced each other multiple times in the amateurs, and guess what? Tank beat him every single time. This fight feels pointless and predictable. It's just another easy win for Tank when he should be going after bigger names and tougher challenges.
Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is. It goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed, when you know what they're thinking, that changes everything, you know? Saying all this to say that because I know we got a lot of people. It don't matter. When he get hit, he going to sleep. Just wait for it. This might be a fight until he gets hit. And again, he's tasted that before. So if he gets hit and he doesn't go away, we got a fight on our hands, you know? I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis. But this is a good fight.
This fight feels pointless and predictable. It's just another easy win for Tank when he should be going after bigger names and tougher challenges.
Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, I mean, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle. It's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. You know, watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations, sometimes at will, without you even knowing it. You know, he's that sneaky. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting, but you know, obviously Gervonta Davis has the experience, he has the knowledge, he has that mean streak in him that will take you out with.
Tank is one of the biggest knockout artists in boxing, and Roach doesn't have the power to keep him away. Unless Tank shows up totally out of shape, smoking between rounds, this fight is already decided. The real question is, why is Tank wasting his time? His career is already nearing the end, and if he's serious about retiring soon, why not go out with a bang? Why not take on the biggest names possible instead of settling for fights like this?
Roach, but you know, when you're looking at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at, you know, these other fighters that he should really be fighting, you know, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come and but don't come at me and go, oh yeah, let's give it all, you know, very big bollocks and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick and then make out like we want the fight. And then we send an offer over and then you fight for 15 million and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do all that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered, I said, listen, you keep talking my promoter's going to get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. You know, but was it Unquell didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about 50 million. First offer. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what negotiate.
If Tank wants to save his career, he can't just coast through his final fights. He needs a true legacy fight. And there are plenty of dangerous opponents waiting for him. For example, Keyshawn has been calling Tank out for months. He's young, hungry, and undefeated, with the skills, confidence, and trash talk to turn it into a massive showdown.
This new guy, he's 140 pounds, he's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh, no, I thought he was.
Ooh, there we go right here. Oh, yeah, he's a young guy.
Nice combination.
He's quick.
Good. Yeah. Ooh.
He's a harder puncher.
And
And let's be honest, Keyshawn is exactly the kind of fighter who could bring the best out of Tank. He's a fresh young star trying to make a name for himself, and that's the type of opponent Tank should be facing if he really wants to prove something.
The world title, but also we gonna come back in Norfolk, man. So y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3, but a world title definitely gonna be next. 2025, we got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen.
Another big name is Shakur Stevenson. A fight between Tank and Shakur is one the boxing world needs to see.
There's no way the fight don't happen. The best of the best versus the best, and I can't wait for it.
What would happen between you and Gervonta?
I'm going to win, for sure, 100%. I think that a lot of people going to bet the other way, and a lot of people going to lose money, but the people who bet this...
Shakur's defense and technical mastery against Tank's power and explosiveness would be like a chess match with nuclear weapons. But let's be real, Shakur's style could give Tank serious problems, and maybe that's why Tank hasn't been in a hurry to make that fight happen.
Your beef is not with Floyd Mayweather. You sit here beefing with Floyd. It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that want to fight you. Gervonta Tank Davis, let's make the fight happen, man. I'm tired of tweeting, I'm tired of talking about it. Stop ducking me and let's make it.
But if Tank really wants to do something crazy before he retires, why not fight Floyd Mayweather? Think about it, the tension between them has been brewing for years. At first, they were like father and son. Floyd helped build Tank's career, put him under Mayweather Promotions, and turned him into a star. But then everything fell apart. Tank wanted to break free, step out of Floyd's shadow, and build his own promotion and his own path.
I don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
And Floyd didn't like that one bit. Since their split, he and Tank have been taking shots at each other non-stop. Floyd began hyping up new fighters to replace Tank, while Tank started calling Floyd out for his ego and controlling ways. So what better way to settle it all than inside the ring? Floyd is still doing exhibitions and keeping in shape, and let's be honest, a fight with Tank would be the biggest boxing event in years. For Tank, it would be the ultimate chance to finally break free from Floyd's shadow. For Floyd, it would be the chance to remind the world who the real king is.
150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that
the greatest of all time.
Okay.
That fight would sell out arenas, break pay-per-view records, and settle one of boxing's biggest rivalries. And if Tank is truly serious about going out with a bang, this is the fight to make. Gervonta Davis has everything it takes to be an all-time great, the skills, the power, the name, but right now, he's wasting his final years.
Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is, Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of competition.
Yes,
He was doing that a lot.
And he gotta be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you gotta be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you gotta be careful of. Other than that,
instead of chasing the biggest names, Tank is fighting guys he already beat years ago. Instead of locking in and staying disciplined, he's smoking during camp. Instead of showing the same hunger that once made him a champion, he's talking about retirement. And it all comes back to one thing: Calvin Ford isn't there anymore. Maybe if Ford was still in his corner, Tank would still have that fire, that discipline, and that drive.
Hey, Tank, real talk. Will Calvin be with you on this fight?
Hey, you Tank?
Huh? Will Calvin be with you on this fight?
I don't know. You gotta see.
What do you think about the guy yelling in the back? Did that kind of get your juices flowing like you spoke in New York? Some of that extra motivation when someone's talking in the crowd?
Like how that bet was?
The 2 guys, like the bet, is all this stuff kind of added more?
No, I don't know.
You know how people like
just
talk. The people that come with the talent, like they always feel like they gotta be tough, and I'm all here for it.
Anything else, guys?
Yeah, 1 second.
Are you training any differently?
We don't fight as people.
Are you training any differently from this fight versus other fights?
No, not really. Nothing changed.
But now, Tank is running the show, and there's no one around to call him out when he's slipping. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss future uploads. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.